Hello everyone, it's Cleophia again and welcome to Crafting Shed. So I got a request from Phoenix Legion to crochet a kimono cardigan and I'm happy to oblige because I myself needed one. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this kimono cardigan. This cardigan has wide kimono sleeves that goes just below the elbow and this has an open front design. The crochet pattern is very easy to follow and it has an open work design that is perfect for spring all the way to fall. This fits most sizes, but if you want to adjust the measurements, I've included a link below for my suggestions. And this is what the back looks like. So Phoenix Legion, thank you so much for this idea. And now let's get started. For the materials, I used 4 skeins of this soft and shiny yarn by Loops and Threads. This is size 4 medium weight yarn and 4 skeins is about 1200 yards and this is in aqua color. For the crochet hook, I used size I 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I also needed a pair of scissors, blunt needle, markers, and tape measure. Let's start with a knot and chain 203. This is now 203 chains. Row 1, single crochet in second chain from hook. So from here 1, 2, single crochet in this chain, single crochet in the next chain and in each chain across. So this is like a foundation row, but for this project we'll call it row 1. So continue this pattern. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with row 1. And this is now what row 1 looks like. Row 2, chain 1, turn, single crochet in the first stitch right here and single crochet in each stitch across. So single crochet in the next stitch and in each stitch all the way across. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with row 2. And this is now what my row 2 looks like. So just a simple single crochet in each stitch across. Row 3. From here, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn. Skip the first stitch. Skip this one and double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 2. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and double crochet in the next 2 stitches starting here, starting in the next stitch. So 1 and 2. And this is what it looks like. Repeat the pattern, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and double crochet in the next 2 stitches starting here, 1 and 2. Repeat, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. And I'm here now towards the end of the row, so I'm just going to continue with the pattern. This is the last repeat, so chain 2. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then to end this row, just double crochet in the last 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. So this is how to end row 3, and this is what row 3 looks like. Row 4. From here, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. Then skip the first 2 stitches and 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space right here. So 1 and 2 double crochets. Then chain 2 and 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space again. So repeat this pattern, 2 double crochets, repeat the pattern, chain 2 and 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. So just basically chain 2 and then 2 double crochets in each chain 2 space. So chain 2 and then 2 double crochets again. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. I'm here now towards the end of the row, so continue the pattern. We just continue with the pattern, chain 2, 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space, 1, 2, chain 2 again, and 2 double crochets in the last chain 2 space, 1 and 2. And then to end this row, after this we're going to chain 1, skip the next double crochet, and on top of the beginning chain 3 right here, we're going to do our last double crochet to end row 4. So this is how to end row 4, and this is what row 4 looks like. Row 5, chain 1, turn, single crochet in the first stitch right here, single crochet in the next chain 1 space right here, single crochet in this space, single crochet in the next 2 stitches right here, 2, and then 2 single crochets in the next chain 2 space right here. So 2 single crochets here, 2. Then repeat the pattern, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Then 2 single crochets in the next chain 2 space right here, 1 and 2. This is what it looks like. Repeat, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 single crochets in the next chain 2 space. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. And I'm here now towards the end of the row. Just continue with the pattern. So single crochet in the next 2 stitches here, 1 and 2. Then 2 single crochets in the next chain 2 space right here, 1 and 2. Single crochet in the next chain 2, the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Now to end this row, 1 single crochet on the space right here. So 1 single crochet and then 1 more single crochet on the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 4. So this is the 3rd chain, 1 single crochet on this chain. So this is how to end row 5, and this is what row 5 looks like. Rows 6 to 26, just repeat rows 2 to 5 consecutively, ending with row 2 of the pattern repeat, the row with only single crochet in each stitch across. So I'm going to continue my work. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with row 26. And this is now what the piece looks like after row 26. And at this point, this measures about 9 inches. Please take note of my last stitch. My last stitch is on the top right corner. So we need to lay the piece like this. Then we next is measure from the edge, from the right edge, measure about 14 inches like this. And then on the 14-inch mark, on this space right above it, and on this chain right here, and then on this chain right here, we're going to place a marker right here. So we're going to, for the next row, we're going to start on this marker. Then on the left side, we do the same step, measure about 14 inches. So from the left edge, 14 inches, and go to that space above the 14 inches and put a marker on that single crochet right there. We're going to stop the row on the next row on this marker here. So we're going to do the sleeves now for this cardigan. So The next row would start here on this marker, going to the left, and will end here to the other marker. So here from the right, starting with this marker right down here, I'm going to take it off and then get a fresh yarn. So on that stitch, join a fresh yarn, and then we'll start row 27. So insert, yarn over, pull through, chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch right here, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and double crochet in the next 2 stitches, 2, repeat the pattern, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and double crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. This is what it looks like. Repeat, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm towards the other marker right here. And I'm here now towards the end of the row as we hit the other marker right here. So to continue, from here, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then end this row with 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. So this is how to end row 27, and this is what row 27 looks like. So shorter row to start the sleeves. Row 28, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn, skip the first 2 stitches, so skip this 2, and then on the next chain 2 space, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. So repeat the pattern, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space again. Chain 2 and 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space again. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. And I'm here now towards the end of the row, so I will end the row where row 27 ends also. So to continue, chain 2, 2 double crochets in the last chain 2 space, 1 and 2, and then to end this row, chain 1, and then double crochet on top of the beginning chain 2 right here. So this is how to end row 28, and this is what row 28 looks like. Row 29, chain 1, turn, single crochet in the first stitch, so single crochet here, single crochet in the next chain 1 space right here, single crochet in the next 2 stitches here, 1 and 2, then 2 single crochets in the next chain 2 space, 1 and 2. Repeat the pattern, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and 2 single crochets in the next chain 2 space, 1 and 2. Repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. So I'm here now towards the end of the row. Just continue with the pattern. 2 single crochets in the next chain 2 space, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and then to end this row, single crochet in the next chain 1 space right here, and then 1 last single crochet on the 3rd chain of beginning chain 4, 1, 2, 3, then single crochet on this chain. So this is how to end row 29, and this is what row 29 looks like. Rows 30 to 46, repeat rows 2 to 5 consecutively, ending with row 2 of the pattern repeat. So I'm going to continue my work. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with row 46 to show you the next step. And this is now what the piece looks like after row 46. And at this point, this measures about 17 inches. So row 46 is a repeat of row 2 pattern, which is just the single crochet in each stitch across. So lay your piece like this with right side facing up. Then we're going to fold it halfway like this and fix it so that it would look like this. And this would be our first panel, which goes to the right. So we need another panel for the left side of the cardigan, and so we need to crochet another panel of exactly the same pattern. And here are now my two panels of exactly the same pattern. So lay it like this. So this is wrong side facing out, so lay it next to each other. Then we're going to move it close to close the gap. Move closer like this. Then sew the edges together starting here. Sew these edges down on the top, then down here to the other end. The same step on the other side. Sew these edges together and the sides together. I'm going to open the front opening like this, and then on top here, right here, so measure about or estimate about 1 inch from the top and put a marker 1 inch from the top like this. And then we're going to sew the edges together to close the back. So from the marker, close these two edges together, sew them together all the way down to close the back. And this is now what the piece looks like after the two panels are sewn together in the back and the sides are also sewn together to close. So let me open this front right here to show you how I sew together the back. So I sew in the back because this is the back side right here. I use whip stitch to sew them together, and this will be the front side right here. This is the right side of the piece. Then here on the side, this is also closed already, so I use also whip stitch to sew them together and all the way right here. And then the other side is the same step. I also use whip stitch here. This is what it looks like. Next is flip the piece right side facing out. So this is now right side facing out. And the next thing that I'm going to do is crochet an edging starting here in the left side right here. So starting from this side all the way up. So starting here, going up all the way up there, and then going to the other side right here and end on the right side right here. So I'm going to crochet an edging. So starting from this side of the cardigan, so insert in the corner stitch and join a fresh yarn. So I'm just going to crochet one row of edging around the cardigan opening to give it a clean finish and extra pop on the design. So starting here, insert in this corner, yarn over, pull through, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then double crochet in the next stitch right here, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on the post of the double crochet that we just did on this post right here, we're going to do 3 double crochets on the post. So 1, 2, and 3. This is what it looks like. and then skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet in the next stitch right here. So double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on the post that we just did right here on the double crochet, we're going to do 3 double crochets on the post. 1, 2, and fix the yarn, and 3. And this is what it looks like. Repeat the pattern, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, double crochet in the next stitch right here, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on the post of the double crochet that we just did, 3 double crochets on the post. So 1, 2, and 3. And this is what it looks like. Repeat the pattern, skip 3 stitches, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochets on the post of the double crochet that we just did. So 1, 2, and 3. So repeat this pattern around. I'll be cutting off the video, and then I'm going to show you how I did the back of the neck. So this is now the back of the neck where the two panels are joined together right here. So this is where I ended the stitch to join them together. So to continue, I'm going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet in this next stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochets on the post, 1, 2, and 3. Then what I'm going to do is on the last stitch right here on this side of the panel. So on this stitch right here, this is the last stitch on this side of the panel. I'm going to double crochet on that stitch. So this one, double crochet on this stitch. Then double crochet on the next stitch, which is the other panel already. So the last stitch of the other panel. So double crochet on that stitch. So 2 double crochets on the last stitch of both panels, then chain 3, and then on these 2 posts, 3 double crochets on both of the posts. So 1, fix the yarn, 2, and 3. So this is what it looks like. So I just did it to hold the 2 panels better. Then just continue with the pattern, skip 3 stitches again, and then double crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, and 3 double crochets on the post. So repeat this pattern all the way to the end of the other side of the cardigan. And I'm just going to show you real quick how, what the back of the neck looks like. So this is what it looks like. Then at the end of the other side of the cardigan, so continue with the pattern, skip 3 stitches, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochets on the post, 1, 2, and 3. And then to end this row or round, just do the last stitch on the last stitch right here, double crochet on the last stitch. So if you have 4 stitches left, that's perfect. But if you don't, just do the last stitch, double crochet on the last stitch, chain 3, and then 3 double crochets on the post, on the last post. So 2 and 3. And now to end this row, just slip stitch on the same stitch or the last stitch right here. So slip stitch, and then fasten off. And we're done! So this is how to end the edging, and this is now what the cardigan edging looks like, or the edging around the cardigan opening. So this is what it looks like. So here's the back of the neck all the way to the other side. And this is now what the piece looks like after crocheting and edging around the cardigan opening. And at this point, we're done. Weave the ends, clean up the tails, and we're done. And this is now what the piece looks like, all cleaned up and all done. So for the measurements, in the body area, this measures about 20 inches. From arm to arm, this measures about 36 inches. And from top to bottom is about 26 inches. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you're new to my channel, please check out my other videos and please subscribe.